Yo, what is up YouTube? Back with another video on the GLI. Today we got a little quick mod. It's gonna be a fun one. No horsepower gains, no really anything crazy. Well, kind of crazy because the sound's gonna be crazy, but no anything noticeable with the horsepower gains or loss or no check engine lights. I had this on before on my GTI, so I can prove that it never gave me a problem. So I bought it again just because I really like how it sounded. And again, I'm not going for anything crazy right now on tuning my car, so I just wanted a little bit more sound. So I already got the CTS intake done, or sorry, APR, and then I got the CTS turbo inlet done. Unfortunately, I had the CTS turbo inlet, the hose, shipped to my house, and apparently it's not in my mailbox. So I've been looking all morning for it, knocking like apartment to apartments in my complex, and then I also went to the post office. I met the guy and he said that it's not there, so I'm not sure what happened, but I wanted to do a video on that. It's always so awkward to film, man. I'm always like, people passing by and they just stop and look at me. But anyways, back to the story. So I can't seem to find it, and I don't know where it's at, and I wanted to install it on the next video coming up, and it would kind of complete the kit. But it's not here, so I gotta make a claim and see if Euro Tuning can refund me. So I know it's not their fault, it's the post office, but I already went crazy trying to find it and I can't find it. And it sucks, but we're human, we make mistakes, and I can't be too mad about it. So yeah, because the turbo inlet pipe, the stock one from the intake, it sucks. It keeps coming off. I don't know if anyone else is having that problem, but I want to talk about that video when I do that install, but unfortunately I have to wait until I receive it because right now it's lost somewhere, like my father. That was kind of deep, but it's the truth though, you know what I mean? But today we're going to talk about something. We're going to talk about a part that I already had on my GTI. It's called the Torque Solution blow-off valve adapter, I guess. It just kind of gives you sound. There's nothing crazy for performance, so no check engine light, so don't worry. Like I said, I already had it on before my car, so I'll show you guys the product right now, and then I'll show you guys how to install it, do a review on it, sound clips, so let's get to it. Alright guys, here it is. This is the Torque Solution, I guess they call it the, let's see here, Torque Solution BOV adapter. So you're going to come with a little adapter, well, yeah, pretty much, and then 3 screws you're gonna have in this kit. And I already had this one before on my GTI, so I already know how it sounds like. I was trying to buy the ECS tuning one, but they don't ship them to California anymore apparently. But all you're gonna do is, I already kind of took it apart, but you're gonna do is take off your inlet pipe, which is this thing. If you have a stock intake, if you have a CTS intake or New Speed, you know, it just comes right off. But the APR ones, you can leave this on there. You don't have to take this off, which is nice. That's what I was talking about, the little inlet pipe that goes there. That's the part that I need because that kept coming off. I tightened it good. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if anyone's having that issue. But so what you're gonna do though is you're gonna be 3 Allens right there. You see that? You can see the opening of it there, right? There's gonna be 3 of them. It's gonna be this. You're gonna take this apart right here. You can find my old video how I took this apart. Honestly, super easy because it goes like this. And like this, and you just take apart the Allens. They're right here, tiny. So what you're gonna need tools wise, you're gonna need a magnet, and you're gonna need whatever thing you need to take off your intake, your pipe, and then you're gonna need this little kit here, Harbor Freight. You don't have to have this one, but I would recommend it so it's easier access to get into it. So like, I have this right here, and it kind of folds and stuff, so it's easier to get access in there. Instead of using like an Allen, it's kind of harder, but this is nice because you can also put, so you see how you can put it like this, so it's like easier. So recommend having those. You don't have to have those. I'm sure you can do it with an Allen, but I would recommend getting a magnet. That way you don't lose it. So let's open this up, and then I'll show you guys how to put it on. Okay guys, this is super important. When you put this on, there's going to be a little groove there. You see that? That groove goes in there, so you're gonna put it on like this. You'll see what I'm talking about, but you got to make sure that groove lines up with that little, see that right there? It's hard on camera, but make sure that lines up with it. It's flush, and make sure when you hold it, that's how you put it in, right? So that's going to be the hardest part really. And you have some extended bolts there. So you're not going to use your stock ones anymore. You're going to use these extended ones, obviously, because it's longer. So you're going to do that. So I will show you guys how to put it on, but honestly, when you do it, you'll figure it out. Kind of goes in, and then you just line it up, put the bolt in. Just make sure you don't drop them. So I'm going to go ahead and line it up, and then I'll kind of show you guys. Alright guys, after you guys put it in there, which you guys can see I did, so you want to put it in with your hand and kind of go under and then still hold it, and that way you just put it in there. And then I recommend putting this bolt first. So that's what I did. I put this bolt first, and then I tightened it, and then I put the second bolt here. So you can see that I can tighten it there. Don't tighten it all the way, but just enough to put the bottom one in. The bottom one in might be the hardest one, just because it's the angle you're at there. If you guys can see that there, let me see if you guys can see. Yeah, you guys can kind of see. You guys can see it under there. It's like right there. But yeah, that's gonna be your hardest thing to do at that point. But yeah, you'll figure it out though. When I talk about when you want to have one of these, it's because you could just literally put the bolt in like that, and then you don't have to like kind of angle it with an Allen there. So this is just literally me putting it in, and I churn this at the same time, and that way I don't have to worry about squeezing my arm in there. So recommend getting something like this, that way that bolt doesn't fall. Alright guys, I just finished installing it. So yeah, everything went smooth, really easy. Just like I said, just be careful with these bolts, don't drop them. But what I wanted to point out, I don't know if it's going to make a difference when I install the inlet pipe, but I have heard that when you install the CTS inlet turbo pipe and then you have like an intake, the sound you want, the tu-tu-tu-tu sound, that kind of goes away. And honestly, I test drove it, and it is not as loud as my GTI, because my GTI just had the CTS intake with the stock inlet turbo pipe. So, and I would hear on that one I would hear it. So on this one, it's not that loud. I did do some clips when I was recording, when I was driving. It still sounded, but nothing crazy. So yeah, so I'm gonna do some sound tests right here outside the car, and I'm gonna do like a drive-by so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But yeah, overall, it sounds dope. I like it, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Alright guys, I did a video. I don't know if it's gonna be too loud, so I'm gonna redo this real quick. That's inside the cabin. I'll show you guys outside. So you guys can hear it a little bit there, but yeah, I really like how it sounds. It's really loud. You can hear it a lot inside the cabin. Like I said, yeah, it with that CTS turbo inlet pipe, yeah, you're gonna not hear the, I don't know how to say it, sound. So just keep that in mind. You guys can hear that a lot.